Baltimore, Maryland. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So out come the Texans for their opening. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He was brought down.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 80 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Texans,
they run with Taylor. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Covered by Patrick Queen.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Now the ball comes loose, and the Ravens have got it. And number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. It's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Houston set to take over. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense. Well, all right, just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And the drive starts with a completion, left side.
The pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
Now a throw here, hauled in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
To number 87. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
to throw here on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 40-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 35-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
9 yards. And it's third.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Intercepted.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
And option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
They'll take over.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
7-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Texans.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Texans, nothing.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side to Reynolds. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the Ravens.
Here's Taylor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
7 yards to pick up there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
At the 25-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Makes it 3rd.
Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And he's got it up and through. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about.
You're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 1 yard to go.
Now Taylor. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
The tackle made at the
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Back to throw now on 1st down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
14.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Justin Madubuike. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On third down, it's Taylor. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Lamar Jackson is sacked. A fumble on the play.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. and that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, it's off to Chicago. Check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And this...
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up
Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Justin Madubuike able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's letting it. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. 39 yards there. A big one.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game. And for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
They'll look to throw. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Out of the end zone. Marlon.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An injured player on the field. Oh, boy, is that who I think it is? Yeah, that's Lamar Jackson. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And here's Jackson on the option.
Jackson on the keeper.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a 1st.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. On the draw is Taylor. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
A first throw for the backup, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing again, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
A loss of 6 yards.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
The pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Like what they did there, dialed up the pressure. He felt it all around him, and they were able to get to him before he could deliver the ball cleanly.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Houston. $40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 44. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Dobbins and a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call.
Offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
He's across.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now out comes Houston. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. The physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Houston.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
A loss of 11 yards.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Dobbins.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, he'll get 3 up to midfield.
J.K. Dobbins.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Dobbins, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
53, Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me. 53, check 53.
They'll run on 1st down. Haywood, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. He's got the 1st down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Houston set to take over.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
The previous play is under review.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and it's 3rd down.
And 13.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tucker now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike.